звук пропал у меня, по крайней мере. Нажали.
Да, Эльви нажала рекординг, сейчас появится все.
Ну, вот ей бы повторить, потому что мы ее не слышим.
How's that? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
now?
that's fine. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
good,
we
okay.
can hear you.
I muted and unmuted my microphone. Okay. So I work with a small team of my colleagues and I. We're just four. There are four of us. And 2 students and 2 professors. We are developing a course for the University of Texas at Austin's Russian department, and we are writing a textbook as well as the lectures that will be presented to students. And my role, my job, is to write communicative activities. In addition to this work, I also work with Kostya Shestakov as an English teacher for students in Russia. And then I'll look at my questions and see where I should go. So I work from home, online, but the teams are in Austin, Texas, and Omsk, Russia, so respectively. I have not worked here in St. Louis. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. I have not worked here long because I previously worked in Texas when I was studying at the University of Texas. I studied there and I worked as a teaching assistant in the French department. Let's see. I do very much enjoy my work. It's interesting that I am working now with Russian a lot, both with Russian students and with Russian course materials, textbooks, and other things, because most of my training, foreign language training, is in French. I took French from the age of 11, and I did not expect to be teaching English to Russian students online, nor did I did not anticipate that I would be working at the University of Texas on Russian. But I do really like it. It helps me maintain my Russian speaking a little bit, and my understanding of the language. I think the thing I like most about my job, certainly about my English teaching, is how interactive it is. It's much more interactive. When I work at home, the textbook work is not as interactive. I can call my colleagues in Texas, but it's not as close. I don't interact with them as much as I interact with the English students that I work with. So that's nice, because I get lonely at home sometimes. I don't have a team of people here to work with. So that's probably what I like least about my job, is that I can leave home a little bit, but it's hard because for teaching, you have to have a quiet environment. So it's hard to go to a cafe for class. I can certainly do other things at the library or a cafe, but for teaching, I do have to stay at home. Then I'll skip to the unusual questions. So I think, I was speaking with Kostya about this, but I think that the most unusual job that I had was working at a pool, a swimming pool. And I worked at the same swimming pool for 10 years. I worked 10 years at a swimming pool in my hometown of Columbia, Missouri. And when I was quite young, I started out as a swimming teacher assistant. So I was assisting a swimming instructor. And then I gradually became a better teacher, and I taught as the main teacher. I also was a lifeguard, watching all of the children at the swimming pool. And I also was a manager at the pool, and so that was a very interesting job because I had to do a lot of different things. I had to teach, I had to lifeguard, I also was a manager, I had people that I directed, I had to clean at the pool. It's a very small business, and so the employees had to do a lot of different jobs. So that was the most unusual job I had. That's all. Do you have questions? Or comments? Questions or comments? Things you would like me to repeat? Did you understand any of it?
Understand, but not all.
Okay. What would you like me to clarify? I can repeat things.
Why did you look to a swimming instructor?
Ah.
A swimming instructor.
Because I was very young, and I took swimming lessons as a child. I think I began lessons when I was 5 years old. And we knew the owner of the swimming pool very well, and I continued to swim. I swam in lessons, and then I also swam on the swim team. And the owner of the business recognized that I had a good work ethic, which is very important. Sorry. When a business is small, they need hard workers, people who can do a lot of different things and who are also honest. When I was later working as a manager, I had to take money, I had to take payments for the lessons, and sometimes the woman that I worked for, the owner of the pool, she had employees who would steal from her. And so she was always looking for honest, hard-working people that she could employ. And when she began employing me, when I was a new employee, I was only 14, 13 or 14. And that's a little bit young to be a lead instructor. So I began as an assistant, and I learned from the lead instructor how to teach classes, how to become assertive. Assertiveness is very important. How to be very watchful, because sometimes we were working with very young children, 1 to 2 years, even 6 months. We taught 6 months plus. So from 6 months on. With 6-month-olds, the parents also would help teach. But 1 to 2-year-olds would just be in the pool with us. And we would have groups of students, maybe 3 to 4 per instructor. So 3 to 4 children per instructor. And you have to watch these small children very carefully because it's dangerous at the pool. It can be dangerous. So that's why I began as an instructor, because I spent a lot of time at the pool, and I was very young, and it was a good opportunity for me to learn how to speak on the phone with customers, how to interact with other people, with parents, with children, with colleagues. So it was a good opportunity, and I didn't have a lot of skills for other jobs. I think maybe my answer was too long. Yes.
You have to instruct to these 4 children.
Yes.
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 This
So if there,
this was a special children's pool, or not?
no, we taught all ages. 6-month-old babies, 1 to 2-year-olds, older, even 80-year-old adults. We had 80-year-olds. Not very often, but sometimes we did have. We had private lessons and group lessons. So we had a variety of types of lessons.
How old were you at the moment this job?
I began working there when I was 14.
It's very young.
And it is very young. Almost, maybe. Some would say too young. Lena, what question do you have, maybe?
Пользуйся моментом,
If
пока
you-
никого нет.
Okay. Are you understanding anything? A little?
How to translate unusual?
Unusual. Необычный. Необычный курс?
Yes.
Необычный.
Yes.
No.
Mhm.
Unusual. Необычный.
How to understand? Как это понять? Как?
Mhm. How to understand it? Mhm.
It's not, so working at the pool was unusual because my main, my studies focused on French and foreign language. But teaching at a swimming pool is completely different. То есть это совсем необычно, потому что я все занималась и в школе, и в университете. Я занималась иностранным языком. То есть это совсем не физические такие, это не спорт. Я такие никогда. Я занималась спортом, как as a child. I did participate, but I never studied sport medicine or to become a trainer. Nothing like that. It's completely different. Does that make sense?
Does that make sense? Это понятно, да?
Lena?
Yes.
For Lena, maybe not quite yet. I can explain further.
It's okay, it's okay. Yeah, I think, Lena, do you have any more questions? Can you ask maybe more questions about her work, about her job?
Who is talking?
How many years you studying
French?
Studied
French? Studied...
How many years?
Yes, I understood. But French or swimming?
French.
French. Oh. In a class? Let's see. Or not in a class, I'll just in general. I've studied French 15 years, 16 years. 15 to 16 years. 15 to 16 years. So quite a long time. See, I'm trying to pull up the question first. I think it might be easier if I share my desktop.
No. I will upload now.
Take care of that? Okay. I didn't put it in a document.
You know, it's sometimes it's easier maybe to, if you have like just plain text, we can use probably you know, like WordPad, something like a very simple program.
Yes. And then upload that.
Yeah, let me see.
So, to give you a comparison, сравнение, Lena, I've studied French 15 to 16 years, Russian, I think I've studied Russian, well, for sure about 4 to 5 years, and German, well, since I haven't studied it much recently, we'll say 4 to 5 years also. 4 to 5 years. My Russian and German are much weaker, and poorer than my French. Poor.
Бедный.
Слабее, да, то есть получается?
Yes.
Or.
Yeah, they're not as good. Not as good. That's an excellent question. And German and Russian are harder than French.
French is easy.
I think so, yes. But I've also studied French a very long time. So sometimes I forget how difficult French was at first. I remember a little bit sometimes because my sisters are studying French now. And they tell me, "Oh, Abby, it's so hard." And I say, "Oh, Yeah, you're right. It's hard.
It
Foreign
makes
languages.
French easy for you because you long learn,
Yes.
long study.
Yes, yes, because I have studied French a long time.
Maybe Russian easy.
Yes, if I studied it a long time, I think so. I think so. Something is always harder if you have done it for less time. When you are used to a task or a job and you've done it a long time, it seems much easier. Well, I'd like to maybe ask you some questions also. So, who would like to answer first? Lena or Svetlana? What do you do for a living? Or what is your job?
I'm engineer.
Uh-huh. That was Lena, right?
Lena, да.
Yeah, okay. Super. And where do you work? I know you've answered this, so where do you work?
I graduated from technical university and work engineer.
Uh-huh. You work
I
as
am
an engineer?
I developed a hydraulic cylinder for excavators and other machines.
Oh.
That's amazing. Yeah.
A hydraulic cylinder?
Yeah.
Did I understand?
Hydraulic
Hydraulic.
Hydraulic.
Лена. Читайте
Wow.
по-английски. Hydraulic.
Hydraulic.
Yes,
Yes,
hydraulic.
Yes, hydraulic cylinder. For excavation? For a specific type of excavation or just any type of excavation?
Excavation.
Yes,
Excavation, yeah.
yes. For
Excavation.
gas or oil or anything? Just in general? Does this excavation have a specific purpose?
It could be also ground, right? Abby.
Yes.
Ground, yeah.
This excavation of the earth?
Gas,
Mm-hmm.
gas, oil, or earth.
For anything, Nana?
What kind of excavation,
Oh.
Lena? Oil
ground
means
excavation.
ground. Okay.
So yes, yes.
Mhm.
Very interesting. Have you worked on this hydraulic cylinder long? I'll type the question. I know it helps. Have you worked on this hydraulic cylinder long? In other words, a long time? Or is it a recent project?
I come to work in this company in 2004.
Hmm?
Yeah.
So it's a
But
long...
in
Go ahead.
Yeletz hydroaggregat.
Yes.
But in 2010 I quit and worked in other company. I went back to her job at the end of last year.
Yes. You quit? Did I understand? You
Quit.
quit?
Quit.
And worked in a water company? Was it a water company that you worked in 2010?
In company and energy.
Oh,
Energy.
yes, an energy company. Okay.
I designed the equipment for supermarkets.
Oh.
Designed. Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Designed. Mm-hmm.
And then you came back to
Designed.
Designed.
design.
Design.
Yes.
Design.
And then you returned to Yeletz Agregat. Did I get it right?
Yes, yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
You returned to Yeletz Agregat?
Returned. Вернулась.
Yes.
Okay.
I returned. I
Yeah.
returned at the end of last year.
Ah, what made you decide to return? Why did you decide to return? Why did you decide to return?
Почему вернулась?
Mm-hmm.
Why did you decide to return? Do you like the job better, or is the pay, is the salary better, or did you miss your colleagues?
More pay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A higher salary.
Okay.
Yeah. So the salary is better. I understand that. Yeah. It's a very important question. A higher salary. Yeah. What do you enjoy about working at Yeletz Agregat? Other than the high salary, is there anything you enjoy or anything you like? What
I like my job.
do you enjoy designing?
I work as the vice chief designer.
Yeah.
Заместитель.
Yes. So you have a very high, a lot of responsibility. You have a lot of responsibility. Yes.
Это я не поняла.
That's fine.
Да.
Responsibility. Yes. No.
Yes.
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 And what do you like least about your job?
Что нравится?
Не нравится. What do you like least?
Мне нравится.
Least.
Поменьше. Да. I last think the last thing I like to find errors in the works of subordinated to me people.
You don't like to send emails to your subordinates. Yes. You don't like sending. I understood, yes? Oh, you don't like errors. You don't like your subordinates' errors. Yes.
Ошибки.
ошибки, errors.
Errors.
It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. It's frustrating. Maybe we'll ask Sieta about her job, and then if we have time, we'll come back to the unusual job question. So Sieta, what do you do for a living? Svetlana, sorry. Bad habit.
About unusual job.
You can talk about your unusual job, or you can talk about your regular job.
I work as the vice chief designer too. My work contains organization and management of engineers.
Yes. So you organize and manage the engineers,
Yes.
so the people. Okay.
I'm
And-
working there 5 years. Before I worked in other company, Hydropривод.
What was the name of it again?
Hydropривод. Hydropривод.
Hydropривод. Okay. Hydropривод.
I have no idea how to say
Yeah,
it.
no, it's better not to translate. I think, unless you have to, unless it's necessary. So you've worked at Yeletz Aggregate 5 years. How long did you work at Hydropривод?
I worked 8 years in Hydropривод.
Was that-
I worked as engineer.
Yes.
Как сказать, разрабатывала, не знаю как.
Develop, design.
Нет, проектировал, наверное, да? I was
Design.
developed design
Mhm.
machine adaptation.
Well, I'm sorry, say that one more time?
Machine adaptation.
Oh, machine adaptation. Machine, okay. Adaptation. Yeah, machine adaptation. Very interesting.
That work at their work is very interesting work.
Yeah.
But here, well, this.
Yes, here.
But
Yes.
here I have many. Just a second. Зарплату потеряла. Oh, salary.
Yes. You have a higher salary.
High salary.
Yes. Yes, a high or a higher. Higher is the comparison. High just is a high salary.
High,
Yeah.
which does.
Yeah, higher.
I also work with people. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
That work at process.
Yes, that it is more interesting,
More interesting.
to work with people than to work with process design. Did I get that right? It's more interesting to work with people than to work with process design or to work with a machine.
It's more interesting for me.
Yes,
But
I
it
understand.
does
I understand.
not
It's
mean-
yes, some people find it very interesting just to work with machines.
Yes.
I understand. Yeah. So you like to interact with people. I'll type it. You like to interact with people.
Interactive it means communication.
Yes, and also working with. Interact means to do things with people, with other people. So, talking to other people, working with other people, coordinating with other people, doing things together. Lena, do you like interacting with people? It sounds like maybe less.
Интересно работать вместе.
Yes.
I like interacting with people.
Yes. Yes. I do also. That's why I get lonely staying at home. It must be nice to work in a corporation where you have co-workers. It must be nice to work in a corporation.
Lena, I have a question to you. How many people work in your company now?
1500.
Wow.
500.
500. That's a lot. Mm.
There's a lot of people.
Yeah. Interesting.
So, Svetlana, what do you enjoy the most about your job?
Corporation where you have не выговорю.
Where you have co-workers,
around
коллеги, or colleagues. Colleagues.
co-worker.
Вы работаете. Co-worker is colleague.
Коллеги, да, просто я не выговорю по-английски, я не могу.
Yes.
Co-worker.
Yes.
Yes?
Co-worker, yes. Equals, sorry. Equals a colleague.
I work with people. I
Yes.
like work with people.
You like working with people. That's the thing you like most. Yes?
Yes.
What do you like least about your job?
Head is like least about my job.
You have a hate list? What? Could you repeat, please?
Just one.
Yes. Oh, hate. I heard, I thought maybe you said you have a hate list.
No. What does it mean?
A list of things that you don't like. That's what I understand, but hate.
What does it mean, hate list?
Do you understand list? Список.
Понятно. I hate.
And hate list. Ну, список много. Вот почему я... Yes, things that you don't like.
No,
Вот то, что я поняла в начале. Вот почему я смеялась. Потому что я думала, вот, у Светланы есть список всех, то, что не нравится.
No.
Okay. So the hate. Yes, we wouldn't say hate. What would we say? Well, hate, that would be okay. But what hate? Do you have to work very quickly?
Quickly.
Yes, you have to
Quickly. Yes.
do things very quickly? Okay, yes. So the haste with which you complete tasks, that you must complete tasks. Yes?
Yes.
Okay, I understand. Yes, it can be very stressful.
And I have many stress.
Yes. This is why you work in your garden.
Yes.
To relieve stress.
Because I have a garden, I like garden.
Yes. Lena, do you have a lot of stress?
Half-life, последний что?
Stress? Do you have a lot of stress?
Stress. Yes, I have.
A lot of stress? So what do you do to get rid of your stress? To get rid of your stress. Svetlana works in her garden. What do you do?
Я поняла, я думаю, как сказать.
Okay, that's fine.
Как отдыхать? Я
Rest. I relax. I relax. Or I rest.
I rest with my family at nature.
Ah, so you like to go for picnics?
Yes, I go.
Yes.
Going или go.
I go often, or we
Go.
often go on picnics. We often go on picnics. Do you prefer
Часто.
часто, often,
Поняла.
to the woods or to fields? Do you prefer woods or fields for picnics?
Every holiday.
But where?
Где?
Yes.
I love wood. I love the wood.
Yes. I also like the wood. Svetlana, do you like going on picnics?
Yes, of course.
Do you go
with
often?
my family and with my friends go. Ехать же тоже go. Yes?
Yes.
Go to a picnic. I like picnic in the wood near the water.
Okay.
As a river, as like озеро.
Lake. Yes.
Lake.
Do you, Lena, do you and Svetlana go on picnics together?
Together we go to a picnic
One time
one time.
you have gone.
It was corporative.
Yes, it was a corporate picnic.
Corporate picnic.
Corporate picnic. When did you go on this corporate picnic? Lena, when was the corporate picnic?
It is 9 May.
Oh!
We
this
celebrate
year.
Day Victory.
Yes, this year. This year?
This year.
Uh-huh. I saw the picture. Was that your picture, Lena?
The picture.
The picture that you showed of the picnic?
Oh, yes,
That was the corporate picnic?
yes. This picture. This picture make
Yes.
at
This
picnic.
picture was taken at the picnic. At the picnic. Yes. Excellent.
Was taken at the picnic.
Taken at the picnic. Yeah.
Taken at the picnic. Yes.
It's a picnic. Я, то есть это не
Нет, не точно.
было когда я...
Вот сегодня Эбби сейчас только что написала 03:32. Это что? Это ничего вообще?
Ну, это ничье время. Не знаю.
Да,
Но у нас
03:32.
сейчас 18:42.
Что это может значить? Оно чье-то, наверное, только непонятно чье. Да.
Чье-то точно. Мы к пятнице делаем вот именно вот это вот, записываем текст и проговариваем, да?
А на занятии мы будем уже начинать заниматься role-play, да, наверное, Эбби? Ну, мы расскажем про unusual jobs, да? И смотрите, вот сейчас подгружено сюда, да? И вот эти же worksheets, они тоже мы вам высылали, и они на сайте есть. Посмотрите их, да, как пример, чем мы будем заниматься. То есть речь будет идти о том, что мы будем принимать на работу, да. Вот, даже, допустим, вот такой формат, если даже вас только двое будет, да. Допустим, Лена работодатель, employee, а Света applicant, да, то есть хочет устроиться на работу. И мы подумаем сначала, какие критерии, например, для работы есть, да, мы вместе напишем их, да, Лена напишет свои критерии для работы, почему она хочет нанять кого-то на работу, деньги, сколько денег она собирается платить и какие условия работы. А работу вы придумаете сами, да, мы решим, какую работу, да. Ну вот там у нас 4 варианта есть, типа лайфгард, спасатель.
Букшелвер от Либери, это библиотека, что ли?
Я работал, I worked as a bookshelver in America, and it was very interesting, like, not so interesting, but it was interesting for me, because I was already teaching in Omsk universities, right? So I had a very qualified position, but I needed to get this job in America because I wanted to go to a conference, and my sponsor, the Fulbright, they did not give they couldn't give me money to go to a conference, but I needed this money, and I asked my sponsor to allow me to apply for a job in America, because according to my contract I was not allowed to get any jobs in America because I was already sponsored. So they allowed me to apply for a job, and I applied for a job in a library, and I got this job. It was not very easy. It was a competitive. That is still a concourse. 3 people competed for this job, and I won because my schedule, расписание, was very convenient to the employer. Было удобно работодателю. So I got this job, and I worked as a bookshelver. So I took books from a special cart, тележка, and I put them on the shelves. And also, what I did, I also checked in and checked out books. In America, in the library, it's computerized. That is все электронно, да? So when a student wants to take a book, I scan this book, and the result appears on the computer. Like this, for example, John Smith took this book. So, and if he returned the book, I also scanned it, and on the computer there was this kind of information that this person returned the book, вернул книгу. But it was the job in May and June, so there were not many students, and I had a lot of free time. And I used this time for my, I was doing at the same time some translation job, like online translation job. So I made a lot of money because I worked as a bookshelver, and also I was doing my translation job. So that was my unusual job. So, and if you return to this worksheet, so Sveta, for example, wants to apply to work as a pizza delivery proposition or bookshelver, and she will have to state her reasons why she wants to apply, да, зачем она хочет работать. Then she will have to describe her strengths, ее навыки, умения, сильные качества. Salary expectations, how much she wants to get, and also her situation and her weaknesses. Maybe her schedule, if she can work on the weekends or she cannot, maybe, or whether she is physically able to do this job, whatever, right? So, and next time we will fill in this. We will take an empty worksheet, да, вот пустой возьмем, да, пустой вот этот бланк и заполним его, да, возьмем какую-то работу, любую, и по ролям, да, вы будете заполнять, мы вместе это сделаем. И потом, может быть, даже мы в следующий раз не успеем разыграть эту игру, но мы к ней подготовимся, да, и уже потом, да, мы разыграем, да, то есть будет настоящее собеседование. For example, Lena is employer and Sveta is an applicant, and you will talk, and then we will decide. Maybe Abby and I, we will also help Lena to make a decision. Lena is employer, and we are her assistants, for example. Да? Мы будем ее помощниками, и мы решим, подходит ли Света на эту должность или нет. Если будут у нас больше студентов, то, естественно, мы разделим роли так, что у Лены будут помощники среди студентов, и она будет с ними совещаться уже не со мной, не с Эбби. Вот. Если будет больше аппликантов, да, претендентов, да, кроме Светы, значит, мы будем решать, кто лучше, Света, например, или Василий, да. Вот. Ну, просто чтобы вы примерно сориентировались, да, что мы будем дальше на следующих 2 занятиях делать. Скорее всего, 2 занятия это у нас займет. На следующем мы поговорим вообще о ваших необычных работах, что вы когда-то делали, да, работали ли вы когда-нибудь, например, может быть, в школе вы еще учились, в университете, какой-нибудь, это называется unskilled work, да, это
Да,
такая неквалифицированная, да, да, вспомните, да, что вы подрабатывали где-то, может быть, вот, unskilled, да, то есть skill это умение, навык, да, unskilled, соответственно, не требующий умения особых. Вот типа как букшелва, да, вот я, мне не надо было, мне потому что мое расписание подошло к этому работодателю, меня взяли на работу. Сколько лет вы какой у вас опыт в расставлении книжечек по полкам, да? О, я 20 лет книжки по полочкам расставлял. О, тогда вы нам подходите, да. Понятно, да, это? Ну вот.
Понятно.
Хорошо.
Константин, еще одна маленькая просьба. Вот то видео, которое вот там вопрос, утверждение, вот, можете табличку итоговую, скажем так, уже где-то разместить.
Хорошо. Вообще, вот сейчас, там, смотрите, там я буду выкладывать видео по частям. Вот это вот одно появилось, да, там, с Present Simple, по-моему. Потом будет там еще. А дальше чуть-чуть попозже у меня есть другая презентация, да, где я тоже голосом озвучиваю как бы общую картину английских времен, да, и там тоже вы увидите и таблички, и примеры разные, да. Вот сейчас я сначала буду выкладывать по кусочкам, да, вот, когда у вас начнется немножко складываться картина, я потом выложу вам уже такую общую такую. Хотя вот то, что вы говорите, да, вот эти вот, тоже я таблички буду выкладывать, не проблема, да. Ну, вот. Хорошо.
Спасибо.
Ну, ладно, let's call it a day, let's call it a night.
Yep.
Вы молодцы,
Svetlana, for your
отлично.
participation.
Да, очень хорошо, молодцы.
Bye-bye.
Okay, see you, bye, see you on Friday. Could you
Я
turn
тебя
off
отсюда лучше слышу.
the recording?
Oh, yes.